This is Dr. Scott McLean, and this is a YouTube video about implant dentistry. Today's topic will be seating and removing the ASC abutment and some of the issues you could run into. ASC stands for angulated screw channel, which means that you can take an abutment and tip the channel back up to 25 degrees, which enables us to keep things screw retained in the implant world. Here you can see abutments made on the same implant model. You can see on the left the angulated screw channel and how it can be tipped back before the porcelain is added, versus on the right you can see that the channel would have been out the incisal edge. The manufacturer has chosen to make a titanium interface, so the zirconia abutment will sit down on top of this titanium interface, and the interface has a conical connection and a hex. So if you take this apart, you can see it has a flat surface with a trilobe, and this is what fits up inside the zirconia, and the two pieces fitting together will make the final abutment, and the abutment has the porcelain added on the outside. So this is how it gets kind of kept together. The screw going through is going to hold the titanium interface into the abutment, and then this gets screwed down, and we're going to show you how to do this. Now, taking the ASC to the mouth is very easy because it carries on the screwdriver quite nice, because we're using an OmniGrip Driver, and this driver has an articulated end which matches the blue screw perfectly. You can see the two will go together quite nicely because it kind of snaps in there. So as we get ready to do this, we can take this screwdriver and easily carry the screw itself. So we're going to snap this into the prosthetic driver. You can see how the screw is held. It's held very perfectly and enables us to get the job done very easily. It's important to take a verification x-ray prior to tightening down the abutment with the torque wrench. The OmniGrip Driver mandrel fits in your torque wrench from Nobel Biocare. So what you can do is, once you have this together, you stick the articulated end into the blue screw and see how it kind of grabs in there. You actually do want to hold your finger on the end like this and then on the teardrop and start to tighten it down until you get to 35 newtons. And what's happening now is that metal interface is getting locked down inside of that hex inside of the implant with the conical connection seal as well. In this demonstration, we're also going to show you how to remove the ASC abutment and some of the issues you might deal with. So as you remove it, it's very likely that the metal interface is going to stay in the implant and the porcelain part is going to just come off the top. So watch this. As we take the abutment off, we can see that the metal interface stayed in the implant while the zirconia abutment with porcelain on it was removed. So what we're seeing is that these two parts are coming apart during this removal, and this particular metal interface is staying on top of the implant because of the kind of friction fit, the Morse taper on the hex and the conical connection, particularly the conical connection. So one of your choices could be just to leave that particular piece in the mouth, or you could choose to remove it, which is very easy utilizing the OmniGrip Driver. So what you do is you take the OmniGrip Driver, just give it a couple twists sideways, 1, 2 like that, and then the metal interface is just going to pop right out. So it's really very easy to do and only takes a second, and you can use the OmniGrip Driver to do this. So once we have it back together, and you can go back to the mouth, try this back in, tighten it down, making sure that you check with an x-ray to verify the fit, and then you can tighten it down to the 35 Newton centimeters. So it's a very easy thing to fix and not a big issue at all. Now once the screw is tightened down, we'll put a little bit of cotton in, and you want to put maybe a little bit of extra if it's really angulated, and then enable the composite to go inside, seal this off, and then you're very much finished with this case, and this will live a long and happy life for the patient. So this is Dr. Scott McLean, and this has been a YouTube video about implant dentistry.